All right, Jenny Bloodworth has got us in focus. You see that, folks? We're going to be talking a lot about that in the weeks to come on the Coons Cooking Hour and on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show. I've got one of the first. It's the Coons Market Rewards Card, okay? So be looking for that. Speaking of Coons Quality Foods, big reason why the good folks, News Radio 1020 KDK, are south. That's right, folks. It's Larry Richard, John Shumway, Lee Compark, bright and early tomorrow morning with Jim Leland and many others throughout the week. You won't want to miss the broadcast. So thanks to Coons Quality Foods and also Cove Forge Behavioral Health System, and along with the Bradenton Gulf Islands folks, they are there enjoying a great week. And you can find out more by going to BradentonGulfIslands.com. And we'll do a little traveling music now with Bob Dvorak. For many years, beat reporter, covered the Pirates with the Post-Gazette. I've been there and he has too. There's a lot of stuff to do. Anna Marie Island. Bob Dvorak.
Yeah, good to have Larry and John down there this final week, Greg. I mean, you know, so much happening, final decisions on the rotation, the bullpen, the 24th, 25th man on the roster, and these games start to look like major league games this last week. So, and you could hear the enthusiasm in Larry's voice as he talked about the prospects of this year. That's what spring training's all about.
I felt like I was watching Pavlov's dog when Bob was listening to Larry, and he started to salivate about all the good times that he had back in Bradenton and covering the Bucks in those spring trainings and coming up with those stories that you would come up with, and you know, just a way to pal around with those guys. And you make good friendships when you get to know those guys like that. But you're also doing a job, and that had to be just such an exciting time. And those guys are having a good time with it right now.
Well, let me tell you this. Here's my prediction for the season, too. If they don't win it all this year, something's wrong.
All right, Jenny, come back over here. Listen, this is what I'm going to talk about, guys. You've got Philadelphia today, Spectrum Park, and then, of course, getting ready for the opener, which is coming up a week from Monday, Boston. Home opener will be here, Atlanta, April the 7th. It's Atlanta, 1-800-5 get your tickets. But it's about that fifth spot in the rotation. Tyler Glass now coming off of a great game yesterday. Trevor Williams is in there. Drew Hutchinson is in there. Bront is in there. Who ends up your fifth starter? If they were heading north today, I think it would be Tyler Glass now.
Well, yeah, based on how he's progressed. Yesterday's game, 9 strikeouts in 4 innings, and you know they like that. And Jim Leland was impressed with his performance, so I think that goes a long way to in the decision-making process for them.
Yeah, and I can't argue with you there, other than to say I think you need a left-handed pitcher in that starting rotation, and Brault seems to be the only guy that's there, especially with that Roberto Clemente wall out there in the short porch in right field in PNC Park. I think you need a left-hander to occasionally be able to get through a game where you've got teams with big slugging left-handers.
And games don't count. They don't. Standings start April 3rd, but they have had success this year in spring. So it's better than the alternative, and I think that's what's given a lot of people a little boost of energy coming in.
It's nice to have the guys back from the World Baseball Classic, too, so that you can kind of put your outfield together right now and have all those guys there. I think Polanco had a little bit of shoulder discomfort the other day. Hopefully that was nothing other than maybe he slept on it wrong or something like that. But it would be nice for them to maybe put together a string of 4 or 5 games with all of them in the same outfield, getting comfortable with who's going to call what balls and where they're going to kind of work on the alignment. I'm guessing they're going to try to cheat Marte a little bit over toward left center more often than not, especially at PNC Park. You got 2 rangy guys covering the right field side, so maybe you have a chance to maybe make something special with this outfield.
I do know that Larry and John will bring it home this week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, reminding all of you, beginning tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., Larry and John all week long. Jim Leland will be one of their many interviews tomorrow. Longtime Pirate skipper, Detroit skipper, and the winning skipper, along with Steubenville native as the bullpen coach of the World Baseball Classic. And, of course, that should be a great interview. Hope you'll tune in the morning. But the coverage brought to you by One Jet, Cove Forge Behavioral Health System, Coons Quality Foods, and Bradenton Gulf Islands.com. South Carolina at Gonzaga a little after 2 CBS, then Kentucky, North Carolina as the road to the Final Four is underway. Pens drop the puck tonight at 7, the NBC Sports Network against Philadelphia. Last thing, high school basketball. Bishop Canevin loses to Newman Coretti in the 2A title game, and a close one, but not enough. They lose 64-60, meaning Pine Richland in the 6A title game in Reading, Pennsylvania. Congratulations. They get their first state title. Have a great weekend, what's left of it, and we'll see you tomorrow night at 7 on Pratte Monday night on News Radio 1020 KDK. Good afternoon.